Hey everyone, Graphics Works here, and we are back with Parcel Simulator. Now, I said it in the last video, but I'm a complete idiot, as always, and we are on day 14, and we're still only on Warehouse Tier 3. For those of you that know, I have been playing this on stream a little bit on Twitch, so that's why I have some extra knowledge to work with going forward. We've only had 7 invalid submissions, which is fine. It's Sunday, but we're on day 14, and we're only on tier 3. So we're going to make changes towards that. So when we last ended, we had about $3,500. I spent about $2,000, and this is what I've done. I've taken our conveyors. I bought just a few, just to kind of clean this up a little bit. We had one extra thing of overhead conveyors that we didn't really need, so I just kind of stuck it here on the end. As of right now, we didn't have enough money to buy additional scanners, but that's what we're going to be working towards. We're also going to work towards getting our upgrade to our warehouse to tier 5, so we can actually start upgrading these machines as well, because I have a build design in mind that works pretty well with having 2 of these going at the same time, where they kind of like layer over each other like this. It's just a matter of getting to that point where we have the money. So as of right now, everything's just going to tie in at this point, so this is going to be our big choke point, unfortunately. But what we will do to help kind of go with our money a little bit is that we're not going to buy this. We're going to buy the upgrade. We're going to buy the delivery speed upgrade, because this speed upgrade is going to be a big help for us. So there's 500 down the drain there. And then the other thing is, I want to buy this, but I don't want to buy this just yet. We need this in order to get unlock tier 4 warehouse, but we don't necessarily need to go to tier 4 warehouse just yet, because I think this was like $1,000, and I think the other one's about $1,500. So I think we need about $4,000 to do the 2 upgrades. So what I want to try to do is get through this weekend, because it is Sunday. Yeah, it is Sunday, so that means we can only send out trucks of that type. So what we'll do is we'll try to get through all of it today. We'll try to get to tier 5 with whatever money we can make today, and then we'll try to work towards the parcel type. If we can get to tier 5 and do the extra $7 per insulated for the insulated boxes, that's going to be a big help for us money wise going forward, trying to get things kind of sped up a little bit. So let's go ahead and start this day and see how it goes. I got all these boxes here. Okay, so one of the biggest things that I've learned about while playing this game is that it's good to do everything in the piles until you can get the scanners that you need. So like this is wrong. So all my bad stuff, not only if it gets scanned in as invalid, because as of right now, we still have to check for the country name, well, the country flag, country name, and the cargo type. But if we can check the ones that claim to be good and just check for those, like this is bad cargo type, we can just throw it into the bad pile and just have a pile of all bad boxes. And then for the ones that are good, this one, Stretton bus, we do our bus and truck, or train and truck, however you want to call it. I call it a bus because it looks like a bus. We put all the good ones that we know are good into a good pile, and we put all of our ones that are for the other types, like the air, or what we'll get into is be the boat, between those, and we'll have those in their own separate piles as well. So that way all the bad stuff is all together, all the good stuff is good together based on its cargo type, and it makes our lives a little bit easier not having to worry about if we are correctly scanning stuff or not before it goes down the chute. So it has made my life a lot easier just to kind of like do as like a pre-inspection, even though I guess it's not necessarily a pre-inspection, it's inspecting it and then having it sorted to be dealt with at a later time. I don't know, it just, in my head, it works well, and it's a lot of manual labor. but I just find it to be the most simplistic for me until we can get more scanners. And as long as we keep hitting all the bad ones out first and then deal with the good ones after the fact, it's a lot easier. And part of that, this process is because I was trying to do a 100% accuracy run on stream, and I gave up on it because it was such a difficult run to try to accomplish, especially with all the manual stuff at the very beginning up to this point. But maybe we try it again in the future. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but maybe it is something we do after we beat this game. I think it might be a fun challenge to take on now that we have more knowledge of what we need to do to better prepare ourselves for 100% accuracy. But we got these going. This is all good. Let's go ahead and start trying to knock out some of these bad ones, get them all tagged and sent out the door. Okay, so we got that done. We managed to get $7,530. That's perfect. Great number to work with. Our tablet says we have our bill. It's 200. This is another reason why we're so far behind, because our electric bill is constantly rising, and it's at $252. And I feel like we haven't accumulated $252 worth of electricity, but it is what it is. It's due on day 17, so we'll worry about that on day 17. But for right now, let's go ahead and get this bad boy upgraded. We'll get this section and that section and see what we get. So shop, because we have to do this first. All right, so let's go ahead and stick this on the desk. Let's just put this guy right there. We have this here. We have that there. Boom. Also, we probably don't even need the keypad anymore. We could probably just put that away. Open up those parcels. Hi. Well done for being proactive in purchasing content inspection license. Only some parcels need their contents inspected, indicated by the red contents inspection required label. Use the opening kit knife to open parcels and deny parcels containing prohibited items. Now get back to work. Prohibited contents includes bleach and other chemicals, gas containers, loose batteries, knives, and cash money. Alright, good to know. Now, during the 100% run I was trying to do on stream, it was actually these prohibited contents that screwed me out of it. It wasn't the only thing that screwed me out of it. There was a couple other times where I just was moving too fast, but that's neither here nor there. What we're going to do is we'll do one, and then we'll never do any more until we can get the scanner for these, because doing the prohibited contents opening is kind of annoying, honestly, in my personal opinion. So 1600 for you. Now that we are to warehouse tier 5, we have unlocked the boat door, so now I have to worry about parcels that are for the boat. So now we've got bus and truck, we have air, and we have water. We can now actually start to upgrade these. This is $2,000. This is $5,000. And this one is $5,000. We can also upgrade our conveyor belts to go a little bit faster. They're $50 an upgrade. But I don't want to worry about that right now. What I want to worry about is getting the second set of, like I talked about before, that I want to get another row of these going, so that way each conveyor line has its own separate set of scanners going. So first I want to, we got enough to buy 2, so we can do the sticker, and we can do this guy, the weight, and then try to get them tied into the serial number somehow. Okay, so we got these 2 put in, and then basically how this is going to work is when we get both of these going to wrap around, which I'll probably end up buying more conveyors to pull this whole thing back up against that wall. What we'll do is they'll come into here. It'll be good to spit out that way. If it goes here, it goes up and over the input of this guy. This guy connects into here whenever he's up and running, and then he also goes up and over that one. I would go into that weight. So that way these 2 are kind of like, they're just kind of like bobbing and weaving over each other as they go through each line. So that way anytime something is bad, it automatically all just goes into this row. So that way everything that's bad just kind of piles together. And then everything that's good from the very beginning will just go straight down the line, or needs to progressively go through more and more. Here we go. Content inspection. Parcels with the content inspection require labels, need their contents inspecting. Use the knife from the opening kit to open parcels and deny any parcels containing prohibited items. Confirm. Okay, well, we'll let that scan through, and we'll get to that when we get to it. Alright, also, I just remembered, we just earned enough, so we need to go, parcel types, upgrade box, there we go, $7 extra. Now all of our parcels are going to earn us an extra $7 for that $1,000 we spent. So we'll earn our money back super duper quickly. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Watching the power of automation at work at hand. Look at it. Look at how smooth that transition is. Look at how pristine that fall is. Oh, man, so good. So good. Oh, there's another one. Bye-bye. Sayonara. Auf Wiedersehen. Okay, that's all the packages for the day. Let's go ahead and do the one inspection required just to showcase what it looks like, even though I hate doing these. Alright, so first we need our contraband prohibited available to see. We take the knife, we cut it open. Okay, so if I do the Q to stand, it lets me see inside the box. Okay. I pick this up. As the 9090 ZI. Computer parts. And then this is some memory. It looks like some storage. Alright, so this looks like this is good. So we can repack it, slap a label on it, and send it on its way. Now, the reason why I find that annoying is that if it's the bleach, it's pretty obvious, super simple. But I got flagged on it for something that I swear wasn't even in the box. I didn't see any money, because money would go on the shelf. I didn't see any batteries floating around, and I didn't see any knives. So I don't know how it flagged me as being wrong. But it was like 12 days in, and we were on like warehouse 7, and I was upset. So I was not happy about it. I refuse to inspect any more of these without a scanner involved. And I feel like that's a fair argument to make, because this is such a slow game in order to get up to where we're currently at, even though we got here in like 2 days. But that's because we had spent so much time trying to get up to this point. And honestly, this actually pretty well at this has very good exponential growth. That's the word I was trying to think of. Exponential. This is good exponential growth from the time you get to warehouse 3. Like, if you can get to warehouse tier 3 on like day 5, and then from 3 you just go straight to 5, and then 5 straight to 7. Actually, no, even with 5 you can go to 6, wait a day or 2, and then go straight to 9 from 6. And then you're in very good hands at that point, given you're still doing this, but at that point you're going to have enough money saved up after getting to 9 that you're going to be able to do everything fully automated with no issues. So, because that's when you unlock the, what is it, the automation. That's when we unlock the prohibited contents at warehouse tier 9. So that means you'll have all the scanners unlocked that you need, and then everything else would just be unlocking. Actually, yeah, the only other thing that you would unlock after 9 would be the launcher. So yeah, once you can get to 9, you pretty much have everything under lock and key for automation. So that's what we're gonna shoot for in the future. And then you don't get the hard shell boxes until 10, which adds 15. That's $15 per parcel. I didn't realize that was that much. That's 5,000 to purchase. Wow. This corner piece has to go here. So we're gonna do. Oh wait, no. Yes. There we go. If I could just hit the right buttons. Then that corner piece. Wait. This corner piece has to go. Not there. This has to go here. There's that one. Most of these straight pieces are just going to go here to make this kind of elongate. Oh, we got you. You can go there. Most of these straight pieces are going to end up being just for this, for the pre-inspected stuff to make its way down the line closer to the end result. Also allows for a little bit more buffer on their side of things. I do know we are going to take a little bit of it away just to put it back. Maybe. I don't know yet. We got 2,700. We'll see what we get. Go ahead and open up some more. We got one machine. Another corner. We'll pull it off on that corner. Here's the other corner. Okay. This is the serial number. Okay, so you need to go here. There's that. Where's the bridge? There's the bridge. Okay. Bridge, you need to go there. There another joiner. You. This guy goes there. And then let's see, we got sticker, wait. You're all going into here. Where is the other machine at? There you are. There. Go ahead and get rid of more of these straights just so they're out of the way. We'll rearrange them here in a minute. You need to go there. That goes there. You go there. You go here. And then you guys go here. And this gives us, what, 3 left of the straights? There's a bend. What is this extra bend for? Did I order an extra bend by mistake? Probably. Honestly. No, I did not. It's not a mistake. This bend is for over here. So this has to be flipped. There. What I wanted to do was have this give a bit of a discharge. So that way all the bad parcels can actually make their way towards that direction. Alright, since we have $2,700 left, let's go ahead and buy the rest into straights, because what we'll do is we'll use that to go over there, bring that farther down the line. We'll probably pull both of these lines down as a ways as well. If I could use words today, Jesus, why can't I not speak? So let's go ahead and just do, I think we can do 26. There we go. Check out. Now let's go grab those. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Now we got all these conveyors. Honestly, I would love to be able to expand this for this to be more buffer, but I don't know if that's what I want to do, because I really like how this kind of ends right here and can go just straight over this without any issue. Yeah, no, we'll just leave this as it is for right now. But I do want to bridge this, not bridge, I want to expand this gap quite a bit. But we are now out of money. I could just take what we did, pull it all down, but we'll deal with that later. I think once we actually get this bot and that bot, we'll be able to expand this out down more that way, and then pulling just this section right here forward more to space out this from this, well, the stickers from the weights. I think that'll be the biggest difference once we can actually get the money for those expansions. But for right now, let's go ahead and let the day run and see what our results are. It's also Wednesday. I gotta remember that. Today is Wednesday, so airplanes can go out. So actually, I should have done this ahead of time. I forgot. Well, I'll let the rest of it. I'll let the machine do its thing while we get rid of these. That'll be a good idea. So glad to finally get rid of all these frickin' airplane packages. What is taking so long over here? Why is this all backed up? Just because these are so slow? What if I go ahead and I just upgrade this, right? I upgraded it. How fast is it going now? It doesn't say. I would assume it goes at twice the speed. Oh, that's... Jesus. I'm already struggling to keep up with this. Great. There's gonna be a lot of packages to deal with today. Really? You're already filled up? Shit. Okay. I'm gonna have to be quick about this. They just keep coming. Can't keep up with it. There's gonna be so much money. Yuck. Is there ever gonna be an end to it? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. I didn't realize it was already 5 o'clock. Jeez. It's just still going. There were a lot of bad ones. I guess it really helps now that we got those extra ones to filter this all out faster. These good ones are starting to backpedal. These good ones are all backpedaled. We're almost at the end of it though, so that isn't terrible. Okay, just the final stretch with these few. Okay, so we're pretty much done with all these now. There are so many of these that are bad. And then there's this pile that are already predetermined, well, pre-scanned. So that's going to be quite a bit of money. I think maybe... Okay, so in order to get the sticker applier conveyors, we have to be tier 7. So I think with the money we get from these bad ones, we'll go ahead and we'll work towards getting to tier 7. Because we should definitely have enough money to do that. Because this is quite a bit of cash just sitting here to work with. Alright, we did it. We made $11,000 in a single freaking day. Wow, okay, that's a lot of moolah. Alright, so I think with that much money, we can definitely get to tier 7. We might even be able to get to tier 9. We're going to shoot for tier 9. So let's go ahead and... What do we got to buy for tier 6? We need to... Got to do the stamp authentication. So that's under licenses. Boom. We get an extra $10 per parcel for warehouse tier 6 being unlocked now. New email. Also billing. Oh, today's day 17. We gotta pay our bill. The next one's... We'll wait on that. We'll see what happens. Stamp of approval. Wow, look at the progress you're making. Great work picking up the stamp authentication license. Only some stamps are valid, so be sure to check them closely. Your next delivery will contain parcels with this additional criteria to check. Go to the stamp tab in your inspection tablet to learn more. Now get back to work, boss man. So if we go to stamp, only 3 types of stamps are valid. The single star, the 3-star, or the 5-star. The 5-star is the only one with 2 extra dots within the circle. Weird. I am never going to check for validation on these. Just like the prohibited ones, we're just going to... Actually, even not like the prohibited ones. The prohibited ones, we at least did one. The other ones, we're not going to even check. We're just going to let the system do it. So let's go ahead and purchase the warehouse expansions. Go with number 6 first here. That gave us you. Okay. We'll go number 7. Number 8. Number 9. We had just enough for number 9, but now we have no money. That's awesome. Absolutely fantastic. But we did get a whole bunch of new doors now. What all doors did we get? We got ones for bus only. We got ones for truck only. And we got a second invalid submission box. Okay. So that means we don't have to keep funneling everything into one spot. We can funnel it into one or the other. Which honestly, I think the best idea probably would be to do like all the ones that are predetermined to be false. Just go into that one. And then all the ones that would need the sticker applier that costs what, $3,000 I think? Automation. Yeah, $3,000. The sticker applier ones will all go in that corner down there. What is this? What else is this? Is this just because I need to read my email? Which I already read. Yeah. We have just enough for our bill. So... Also, would not... Do we unlock the next parcel, or is that a 10? Parcel type. That's a 10, so we need to buy one more. Okay, well, how much is tier 10? That last one was 3,100. This is 3,400. Okay. So there is that to look forward to. Then there's also... There's no more licenses to buy. That was the last license. We want to buy the rest of the machines. So what we're looking at is, if I go to automation, we currently, our last one is the, what, country? Country, yes. So we need to go from country to cargo, stamp, and contents prohibited. So we do need a minimum of $5,000 for those 3 machines. Okay, so here's my thought process, right? So here's what we'll do. We'll run the next day, right? We'll run the next day. And since we have to do the stamps, I don't want to deal with the stamps. So we'll probably only send out ones that are pre-approved and pre-denied only. Send out those. Everything else we'll just kind of stockpile. And then when we have the money for the other 3 scanners, we'll then rerun everything through, find out what's good, what's bad, and then we'll slap all of our stickers on that we need to. Because a lot of our bad ones will make most of our money for us. That's a good thing, that all these other scanners will make this a lot easier on knowing which ones are bad for the most part, which will save us a lot of energy for the most part. But we'll be able to do that, and then we'll be able to focus on doing what we need to make this system even better. But as of right now, we gotta run another day. So let's go sleep and see what our profits are. We spent $20,000 for the day. Damn. Okay, but we did 168 parcels. That's a lot of parcels. That's a lot of parcels. And boop. Let's see, sticker. That looks like a good one, but it's pre-denied. That's what the stickers look like, and they're on every single parcel, which sucks. But let's go ahead and let the system speed up a bit and watch it in action. Let me get in position. Alright. Anyway, thank you guys. Anyway, we got everything kind of good to go. We got our good boxes here, we got our bad boxes there that we can just slap labels on. Now we just need to get the other 3 machines connected to this guy and get them ran over to there. So I think we'll need, I think our bad boxes could get us there. Not 100% sure if they will, but we'll try to get to the 5,000 mark to get our machines. And then we'll probably need an additional, probably like 3,000 to run the lines across to this, get it all tied together. It might be 4,000 because of the mergers. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, try to have a better day than yesterday. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!